everybody, and welcome to our top 10 quick comic picks. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is our really quick show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that are coming out this week to your local comic book store, or if you shop with us online at infinityflux.net, they will be on their way flying across the world to your little mailboxes. So, we've got some really good books in for you today. Yep. So, let's get it started.
We are going to start with Ultimate Spider-Man number 4. Now, this is the first appearance of the Earth 6160 version of Gwen Stacy. And this whole issue is Peter and Mary Jane at dinner with Harry and Gwen Stacy, who are married. And they talk about all kinds of things, the state of the world that they live in, the mysterious masked figure swinging through the city. And we also get a little peek at Ben and Jonah babysitting the kids. And we learn the name of their new news organization.
Yeah, it's actually a really good issue.
Yeah.
And it's just meaty dialogue.
That's right.
Good stuff.
Yep.
So, first up for me is Duke number 5. This is the final issue of our first venture into the Image Comics G.I. Joe universe. And I don't want to say too much because this is a really fun, very action-packed issue. But we take another big step forward to the creation of what we will know as G.I. Joe. So don't miss out on the final issue of Duke.
Next is Dick Tracy number 1. This is a new Dick Tracy series. And in this one, it's set in 1947. There is a city alderman who has some information about some criminal activity. He wants to give it to a crime reporter, but before he can, they are summarily executed by some bad guys. And it's going to be up to Dick Tracy to find out who did it and why. And this is a really cool... We haven't seen Dick Tracy in a while, so if you're a Dick Tracy fan, definitely pick this up.
Next up, I've got Star Wars Darth Maul Black, White, and Red number 1. Darth Maul gets the classic now black, white, and red treatment that both Marvel and DC do. Their kind of limited color palette treatment. And this is a self-contained story. It doesn't continue on to the next one, following Darth Maul on a special mission given to him by Palpatine to check out a ship that's kind of gone quiet that was full of cultists heading for a prison planet. So this is very much Event Horizon meets Star Wars and a very cool new number 1.
Next is Drawing Blood number 1. This is co-written by Kevin Eastman, and it's about a comic book artist named Shane Bookman, who at one point in his life created a global phenomenon, very much like the Ninja Turtles, but now he is wrapped up in some criminal activity because of some bad choices that his former partner made. And it's just really cool. It, hits a little bit close to home to the Kevin Eastman story, I guess, except for all the added crime elements, I guess.
Maybe. We don't know.
We don't know.
Next up, a new Universal Monsters book following up from the Dracula. This is Universal Monsters Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives. This is set years after the original movie. We follow a journalist who had a pretty terrifying run-in with a serial killer in the past, but now she can't stop her pursuit of him. Takes her all the way to Peru, where there is rumors of a creature drowning people there. So how's it all going to come together? We'll have to find out, but a great first issue.
And next is Feral number 2. The first issue was great. This one's even better. In this one, Elsie, Patch, and Lord, they finally realize that there is something wrong with all of the animals in the woods they're in. They try to get away from them, and in their effort in doing that, they meet 2 other outdoor cats named Jonas and Scratch, who are going to help them. But, of course, it's not going to be an easy journey, and some terrible things happen along the way.
Yeah, not for the faint of heart.
Right.
Next up, we got a real fun one here. This is Pooh versus Bambi number 1. This is a new book from Zenescope, and this was a lot of fun. So now I guess that they are open source license for these characters. We see Pooh and his team of kind of anthropomorphic commandos, Tigger, Eeyore, Owl, all of them go out on a mission with Bambi, who is Pooh's best friend, but something they discover in the woods is going to drive a wedge between their friendship, and you'll just have to read it from there. This is action-packed, over-the-top, and super funny. So, very cool one.
And last for me is Spectregraph number 1. This is a new book from Distillery, written by James Tynion, and the art is by Christian Ward. It's about this billionaire who used to be part of a cult, who was obsessed with learning the secrets of the afterlife. He even built a machine to be able to do it. And he has since passed away, and everybody else in his cult is dying to know, no pun intended, what he built in his giant mansion. And there are some really creepy things that happen in this book.
And lastly, for me, I have Slash presents Deathstalker. Yes, Slash of Guns N' Roses fame is he doesn't write the book. It's actually written by Tim Seeley, but maybe kind of spearheading this. It was his idea, following up on the classic '80s B movie Deathstalker. We follow Deathstalker, who is a kind of barbarian-esque Conan type character, as he finds himself in trouble that maybe he also had a hand in creating just from his wild lifestyle. But this is a very mature title full of over the top action and debauchery that if you're a fan of books like Barbaric, this is actually going to have a crossover at one point with Barbaric. So don't miss out on this one in a fun new fantasy world, not for the kids. And that is it for our top 10 quick comic picks. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, head over to infinityflux.net right now, where you can order these books we just talked about while supplies last, have them pick up in the store, or have them delivered to you. Any of those options are the best options. And stay tuned for our longer show coming up, where we're going over these books, plus a lot more coming up very soon. So, until next time, see ya.